Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Oh, Your Majesty is reading the Bible.
Ah, Mrs. Anna. I have been thinking. I think you're Moses. He shall have been a fool.
Moses?
Moses. It stands here, written by him, that world was created in 6 days. You know and I know, Mrs. Anna, it took many, many ages to create world. Thus, your Moses is a fool. What is your opinion?
Well, Your Majesty, the Bible is not written by men of science, but by men of faith. It was their explanation of the miracle of creation, which is the same miracle, whether it took place in 6 days or many centuries.
You have come to apologize?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but
Good, you apologize.
Your Majesty, I did not come here.
I accept.
Your Majesty, nothing that has been said can alter the fact that in my country, when a promise is made, a promise must...
Silence! Woman. Tell me about your President Lincoln in America. Well, is he winning war he's fighting at present? Does he have enough guns and elephants for transporting things?
I do not believe they have any elephants in America, Your Majesty.
No elephants in... Ha! Then I will send him some. Right later to President Lincoln.
Now?
Now is always best time.
Very well, Your Majesty.
From Maha Mangut, by the blessing of the highest super agency in the world, of whole world universe, King of Siam, Lord and Sovereign over all tributary countries, around and in every direction, etc., to his royal... Do you have no respect for me? Why do you stand above head? I cannot stand all the time. It is customary in this country that no one's head shall be higher than kings. You will conduct yourself like all other subjects.
You mean on the floor? Well, I'm sorry, I shall try very hard not to let my head be higher than yours, but I simply cannot grovel on the floor. I cannot work that way or think.
You are a very difficult woman. But you will see that head is not higher than kings. If I shall sit, you shall sit. If I shall kneel, you shall kneel, etc.,
Very well, then.
Is promise?
Is promise.
Ah. To his royal presidency in America, President Abraham Lincoln, etc., you fix up. It has occurred to us that... It has occurred to us. It has occurred to us that if several male elephants were released into the forests of America, they would begin to increase in number and populate forests.
Excuse me, Your Majesty, but just male elephants?
You put in details. My mind is on other matters, more important matters.
Oh, anything you'd like to discuss with me, Your Majesty?
Why would I discuss important matters with woman?
Oh, well, very well then. I shall just go to my room. May I say good night?
Good night!
Your Majesty, I was wondering
What?
Yes, I was wondering about when the boat arrived from Singapore yesterday.
Singapore? Ha!
Yes. Was there any news from abroad?
Yes, there was news. They call me barbarian.
Ooh.
those certain parties who would use this as an excuse to steal my country. Imagine you are Queen Victoria, and somebody say to you that King of Siam is barbarian. Do you believe them?
Well, I suppose I
You will. You will. Because there is no one there to tell you otherwise.
Oh, but it is a lie, Your Majesty.
It is a false lie.
Well, what have you decided to do about it, Your Majesty?
You guess.
Well, my guess would be that if someone was sending a big lie about me to England, I think I'll do my best to send the truth to England. Is that what you've intended to do?
Yes, that is what I have decided to do. But how? How am I to do this? You guess how?
Well, my guess would be that when Sir Edward Ramsay arrives here, that you will try to...
Ramsay.
Oh, the British diplomat, Your Majesty.
From Singapore.
Yes.
When Sir Ramsay arrives, I will take opportunity of expressing my opinion of English thieves who wish to steal Siam. I will show him who is barbarian. What? What is this face you put on?
Well, Your Majesty, my guess would be that you would not fight with Sir Ramsay.
I will not.
Oh, no. You must entertain him and his family in a grand manner. And then when they return to England, they'll tell Queen Victoria that you're not barbarian.
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally! This is what I have intended to do.
Oh, it is the only way we can get the better of the British, Your Majesty. You must stand up to them and put your best foot forward. It's an expression, Your Majesty. It means to dress up in your best clothes, show them your most intelligent men and your most beautiful women. Edward admires beautiful women.
Edward? You call him this?
Oh, why, yes. We were old friends in Bombay before I was married.
Ah.
Oh.
But would it be proper for my women to put their best barefoot forward? No. So Ramsay will go back to England and tell Queen Victoria that King of Siam is barbarian. What do you not think of this?
We shall dress them up European fashion.
You mean, in dresses?
How many women could I get to sell for me, Your Majesty?
You may have all women in the kingdom. How many dresses?
Well, that depends on how many ladies are chosen by Your Majesty.
Wake up! Wake up, wives! Etc., etc. Wake up! I will have my artists paint their faces very pale, like European. And you will teach them customs and mannerisms of European.
But how much time shall we have, Your Majesty?
Sir Edward's boat last sighted off Port of Songkran. How much time we have depends on how many ports he stops into. Let us say we have a week.
1 week? Your Majesty, really? 1 week?
What? In this time, whole world was created. Moses say. Is there anything that I do not think of so far?
Oh, dinner, Your Majesty. We must have a European dinner.
I was going to.
And a ball with music.
Music and dancing. Yes.
Yes, dance.
Why do you not think of dancing?
Well, it's an inspired idea, Your Majesty. And a play. Tub Tim has written a version of Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Theatrical performance. We will show them who is barbarian. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday next at 9 o'clock, post-meridian, we will hold fine European dinner. And you instruct Stuart on which European dishes to make for tasting. I will taste, you will taste. And Mrs. Anna will taste. Mrs. Anna, tell me which of my women look most like European for dressing like sailors. And I will need silk cloth made long for covering of long tables. Mrs. Anna, you instruct my court musicians in European music. For dance, etc., etc., etc. What? Mrs. Anna, we must be more scientific with the children. Up. For next week, my men and women will work tirelessly, even when sun shines in the middle of day, until all is done. And for what is not done, each man and woman will be whipped 100 strokes. Everyone must know this. Everyone must know this, Mrs. Anna. But most important, I must not be disturbed by anything. Fireworks at this hour of the morning? Only I can command the fireworks. Your Majesty, it is the gunboat. They had law. A salute.
We answer with fireworks. Sir Edward Ramsay and his party.
Now?
Now. They must have come from South. No stops.
No stops, Your Majesty, no stops.
Tell them to back. Go back, Your Majesty. To go back. You don't understand. I have the best idea I ever have.
Your Majesty, still we do it. We can do it.
When Sir Ramsay arrives, we will put him to bed.
To bed.
To bed. Then, in morning, we will send him on sightseeing trip. Yes.
Oh, ladies, we must work. I only have 80 hours, but I must do it. I can do it somehow. Now, first of all, we must...
I will do it. You will help me.
Of course.
We will work tirelessly, even when sun shines in the middle of day. And, priests, we must ask help from Buddah first. Come. Bow. And now, bow. Give us the aid of your strength and your wisdom. And help us to prove to this Disney English that we are remarkable and extraordinary people. Stay awake for scientific sewing of dresses, even though she be only a woman and a Christian and therefore unworthy of your interest. Mrs. Anna, a promise is a promise. A promise. And Buddha, I promise you, I shall give this unworthy woman a house. I will give her a house of her own, a joining palace, according to agreement, etc., etc., etc. Mrs. Anna,